Happy New Year from us here at the Barbados Water Authority as we get ready to unveil a suite of activities coming from the authority. And on this edition of Water Wednesdays, we have the man himself, Charles Leslie, the Director of Engineering, who will be very busy this year with his teams across the country, but especially in specific parishes, trying to rehabilitate a lot of the network. That will be the thrust from the Barbados Water Authority in 2025. Charles, always good to talk to you. Starting the new year hot, a lot of things will be happening this year as you try to pick up speed in terms of a number of projects happening across Barbados, especially up north.
Happy New Year to the customers. Yes, the Barbados Water Authority is again this year going to be focusing on a lot of rehabilitation of the infrastructure. In particular, we're looking at the reservoirs, the pumping stations. In the north, we're still working on the Allendale pumping station, Ashton Hall, Lodge Hill, and some of the others, Rock Hall, and so forth. And to add on to that, we're again going to be focusing on the mains replacement. So we're this year going to be looking at Centipede Alley, Checker Hall, Maycox, Broomfield. And to accelerate the program, we're looking to engage private companies to assist us with the trenching, the backfilling, the reinstatement, so that we can shorten the time for the mains replacement in those areas.
Yeah, we've been seeing some good progress as far as stemming the tide of water outages. How will all of these improvements continue that development in terms of trying to reduce the number of outages we see across the system and just trying to improve the delivery of service to our valued customers?
Okay, Shane, especially like in St. Lucie, the mains replacement will obviously improve in terms of the reliability of the service, so the customers will get less bursts as the more mains we replace, and they will also get an improvement in terms of the color, the quality of the water. We would have heard a lot about the brown water in St. Lucie, and a lot of that is stemming from two things: the mains, and as well as what's happening at the source, Allendale. And the work that we're going to be doing this year will focus on those two areas. In the areas that we've done replacements already, like Crab Hill and so forth, those areas have experienced improvements in the quality and the supply. The pressures in Crab Hill now are better than they were. The quality is better than it was before we did the work. So as we move into the other areas now, like the Centipede Alleys and the Broomfields, which are pretty bad, we expect to see improvements to the service that we're supplying to those customers.
And also in the pipeline, Director, are a number of other big projects which will either continue or really get off the ground this year as well.
Yes, Shane. In the pipeline, we also have the reclaimed water projects that we're working on at Bridgetown and at South Coast. We would have also done some work in the Bowmanston area on the catchment over there. We still have to do some minor works to the catchment. The works that we have done have improved the number of times that we have to shut off the service. We are also dealing with the rehabilitation of the existing reservoir, the older reservoir. But to do that, we had to build a new one, and that is under construction now at Bowmanston. So across the island, customers also would have been seeing the pits that would have been excavated for us to install meters on our distribution system. Those district meters will help us to be able to understand what's happening in the distribution system so that we can tackle non-revenue water more aggressively this year as well.
Indeed, Director, it's all about making those improvements across the network, and you will hear about them right here on Water Wednesdays during 2025 as we continue regathering here in Barbados. To view this or previous episode again, please visit our website, www.barbadoswaterauthority.com. Go to our Facebook or Instagram pages for additional content and information, and please subscribe to our Water Wednesdays channel on YouTube. You can find us there.
It is the liquid of life. We only